it's me, Canadiensis, and today we are going to be doing a Mermaze Mermaidz video. I think we are long overdue for one. In fact, after this, we need another one pretty soon. I love these dolls. I can't say it enough. I know they're controversial, but for me, they tick a lot of boxes. Are they perfect? No, but I am really excited to see what more we get from these dolls, and I have two to review for you guys. I've actually had this one. The last shopping trip I did in New York, I got her, so she's extra special, and I've been saving her to unbox for a special video. And then this one, my friend, Pancake Boss, his channel is awesome, and his channel is linked in my channel, like, box tab. He found this one on clearance, and I really wanted this one. But I wasn't sure about the full price for her, so he found her on clearance and offered to sell her to me at the cost that he paid, so I jumped on that opportunity. So we're actually going to start with her just because she's already unpackaged, as you can see. She's in this tiny bubble mailer. So let's see her, and you can already tell who it is, I bet. Actually, no, you can't see. You can probably tell who it is as soon as we get in here. That's actually something for Brett. Oh my gosh, okay. Got all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, so Pancake Boss sent me Orra, and he managed to find her on clearance for $22, which is an amazing deal for these dolls. Because of the higher price that they retail at, I was not able to get them immediately. So, oh my gosh, okay. Sorry, we had to cut away. We needed to get her the rest of the way out of the box, but she is so interesting. First of all, her tail is actually completely different. So she has a tail that's kind of a clip design. It's double-sided, so you can stand her like this. She doesn't stand as well like this, or you can have more surface area for her weight to distribute on. She stands better this way, but it doesn't look as good, but it's very cool that they did that. I wonder if they're going to switch to that in the future, because that makes the standing feature work a lot better. So she is very interesting. I will say that just from holding her in my hands a little bit already, if all of the Mermaze dolls were like her, I think the launch would have been a lot different and a lot smoother. She is so cool. So she is different from a Mermaid Fantasy Barbie. So she has, that was the closest thing that I was thinking she would compare to. She has a rubbery tail. Her body has molded on detail because she's meant to be more of a bath toy than the other ones. The other ones are apparently not really meant to be bath toys, but these, I believe that this doll is. She has like a hair play gimmick that you do with water. Anyway, her tail is fully rubbery. The thing that I would attribute this to is a Mermaid Fantasy Barbie. That's what it feels like to me. But if you've ever felt like older Barbies that have the rubber click jointed legs, that's what it feels like. And that's how it articulates too. She has a click joint in there, and it articulates pretty far, but it doesn't hold it super well because there's a lot. See how it pops back out? It's because there's a lot of weight, but that's a problem that Barbie's had too with this style of joint. And she can go a little bit further, so she can kind of articulate like a fish. Really, really like this. And then she does have, that joint is not the most secure, but it is nice for either storage or otherwise, that you can take that off pretty easily. But I worry about that getting looser and looser over time. Her tail is a really, oh my gosh. So I'm actually really, really impressed. I hope going forward, first of all, that dolls with this style of tail are not at the higher price point. I believe this doll retailed for like $50, which is a lot of money, $55, I think. So I'm very grateful that I was able to get her for the lower cost, but I don't know if she's going to show up like that in other stores or not. That was just a very lucky find. If they were all like this, I think it would be a different story. Like, this is awesome. And I really am impressed with the painted and molded details on this rubbery jointed tail. This is what I kind of pictured Mermaids being when they first got, there were like leaks that had descriptions and they said they were going to have jointed tails, and then they didn't end up having jointed tails. So I'm thinking maybe this was the plan for all of them. I don't know though, because realistically you can do those in this rubbery material. they would use the same type of mold, so I don't know. But she still is missing a huge thing that's very important to me, at least with mermaid, like, at least for when I was a kid thinking about playing with them, but also as a collector, how I like to display them or do photography. She still can't sit. In fact, I think she can sit less than the other characters. She really has almost no movement in this area, but it might just have something to do with the friction from the tail against the body. She does still have a pretty good articulation there, and I love the chest joint. I wish all dolls had chest joints, and I think this one's super well done. You get a huge range of motion with it, and it's very, like, it's not distracting or anything. I think it looks awesome, and especially with the molded on detail, they did a good job. And it's very mermaidy to have like scale armor like this. I think it looks so cool, and I love the way her body articulates. Like, Mermaze is so close to being the ultimate doll line for me. If they make a couple of changes, and they don't even have to be the changes that I specifically want, there's lots of changes that a lot of people are interested in. If they make a couple of those, this could be like the ultimate doll line for me. I just feel like they're so close. She does have some loose hairs up here. That happens sometimes. You just have to pull them out of the plugs. All right, so now I want to focus on her pretty face, because she seriously has such a pretty little face. And I know these dolls aren't for everyone. For me, I actually think their faces are really cute. I think they look fishy. I think like the makeup's super well done. I don't know, I just think they're really adorable. But I know they have that kind of uncanny look to them that a lot of people don't like with dolls. I actually really dislike a lot of dolls that have the uncanny, like, realistic look to them. But I don't know, these straddle the line well for me. I think they're really beautiful. She has such a cute little lip gloss and lip shape, and I really love the makeup. Check that out. The makeup is one of the best things about these dolls, I think. I think they're so pretty, which is why I think it's such a shame that I think, sorry, it's hard to keep her in place with the tail. It's a little bit loose at the bottom, the fin. I think they need to change the eyes, specifically the irises, and it would make them a bit less uncanny, and people would be able to appreciate how beautiful the face mold and the makeup truly is on these dolls. She has these big earrings, which kind of look like ear cuffs. They go halfway up the ear. They've got a lot of chains hanging down. Really nice. And her hair is a really nice mixture of colors too. We've got this like periwinkle color, we've got purple in there, pink, I think there's even some like seafoam green going on. It's such a pretty mixture, and pretty well rooted too. Very densely rooted. I'm also seeing, I guess some of the colors in here are appearing kind of white, but I think it's the green against certain other colors, and I like the way it's styled too. Very cute. She is a hair play doll, but I do like gimmick dolls, and I love a good gimmick if it works well, and I'm sure this one does, but I'm not going to be using the glitter hair gel, and my reasoning for that is that sometimes that stuff can stain the hair, and for me as a collector, it's not worth the risk to possibly damage or destroy my doll over time, but it does look fun. And it's really heavy actually, but I know that the Rainbow High Amaya doll came with this, and I did test it out in my review and I was unimpressed. I will try it on my hair just because I can cut it off and it'll grow back, unlike the dolls. So I will do that in just a moment. And then let's see what else she comes with. So she has, MGA dolls tend to come with this, but it's kind of random. This is a little form that you can let them know if you have any critiques, which I wonder if people actually do those, because I wonder where those critiques go. And you can see, so she comes with herself, the glitter hair gel, and hairpins. Unfortunately, they're the same mold as the Rainbow High hairpins. Oh, okay. So I do want to try out the color change. It looks like cold water color change for her. And her hands come off. So this one was kind of interesting. I'm wondering what happened with her, because she is clearly meant to be a special release. In the show, she's like older than the others. She's a different, like, she's in a different world than the other ones, kind of, you know. There's her hairbrush, which this looks like a sticker, but it's actually not. It's cute. I wish it was more Mermaze themed, but maybe we'll get one over time. This is a good shape for a brush, though, I will say. Better than having it themed, and I really like the way that this looks. Like, I think they did a good job. They must have, like, sealed it under a layer of clear or something, because I feel like that really is just a decal of some sort, but I don't know. And then she comes with 4 of these barrettes. These are cute, but they don't do much in the way of styling hair, but I'm in love with the colors. They're really pretty and they match her hair color really, really well. They also match Kishiko pretty well. Kishiko. It is Kishiko, they say it in the show. All right, so now, I guess, oh, I think this doll must have had something change along the release, and I don't even mean all of the Mermaze dolls, I mean specifically Orra, and I'm going to talk about this, and then we're going to open Kishiko while I do. I think something must have gone on for Orra because her pricing doesn't add up. I know she's a special release, and a lot of times a special release doll won't reflect the price point because they're doing it as, you know, a special release, but there's just something about the accessories that she comes with are sort of like, I'm just gonna lay her down so that you can see her while we speak. Here, I don't know. Anyway, God, she's pretty. I'm thinking they must have had a different plan, like maybe a playset or something, and ran out of time, so they packaged her this way and tried to go for a hair play gimmick. I'm not really sure. I really like the doll herself. I think she's super cool. I can't figure out what order you're supposed to open these dolls in. Like, it said pull here, but then, like, what do you do now? Anyway, I still haven't gotten it right with the Mermaze dolls. I'm just gonna do this in real time so y'all can watch me struggle and laugh, because I'm sure y'all have figured this out if you're collecting these, but I have not figured it out, if that's not clear. No. Where was I? I'm so sorry. Just gonna rip up this. Anyway, I think that must be what's going on with Orra. Like, maybe they had a playset plan that got scrapped and they had already made the dolls, so they packaged her this way and they wanted to mitigate the losses, and I don't know. Don't take anything I'm saying as fact, because I don't know. I don't have contact with the designers or anything, as much as I'd love to. I think these are awesome. I'm intrigued by it. I think the doll herself is beautiful, but it's a shame that her release is kind of being, it's not doing super well from what I've seen, and it's because people are just confused as to where the price came from compared to the actual doll. I can't open this. Kishiko is now out of the box, and oh my god, I knew I was gonna love this doll. She has my favorite hair texture. It's Kanekalon in this one. They are my absolute favorites, so I'm really, really excited to potentially style her hair, although I really like the current style. And just in general, there's something about like the tactile response of this hair and the way it styles and like falls that just is so satisfying to me. I think it's so, so gorgeous. I think it's called Yaki hair, but I'm probably wrong on that. She's amazing. I'm so excited. But I also do love nylon. I think it's very, very soft and silky and behaves quite nicely. And I like it for doll lines like Rainbow High and Mermaze because it's very like fantasy, it's shiny, it's it doesn't look like realistic hair, but it's not meant to. Also, so she's on a stand right now because this is not reliable enough for a review. She's just standing on her tail and she stands on it pretty well unless the clip comes off. They have a similar height if you have her tail all the way fanned out like that, but if you close it up, so like that, she is much taller. I really like the shape of her fin. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like a cuttlefish or something. It's very interesting, and she's a lot taller here. She's very cool. So you can get that like, she's older here, because she doesn't really look older in doll form. Not really too much older in the show either, but she's clearly like, she's got years on the other characters in the show. But she's super, super cute. I'm gonna put her in the background a little bit so that we can focus on Kishiko, who is so cute. So now I'm only missing Chanel, who actually was gonna be the first one that I bought, but Jordy ended up speaking to me. And then Kishiko, I found out had this Yaki hair, and I was like, okay, I have to get Kishiko. So Chanel is next, and hopefully I can get her soon. And Kishiko's just really, really pretty. So Kishiko was actually the first Mermaze doll that leaked. There was a picture of her from, I think, just a Chinese seller. She showed up, and I was absolutely in love with her tail. Like, the colors on it, the mold, the like absurdity of it. One of my favorite things about Mermaids is that they don't take themselves super seriously. So like Jordy having sweatpants for a tail is awesome. I feel that out of all of the Mermaze dolls' tails, Kishiko is the closest to being kind of a traditional mermaid tail, but it still has like, it has fabric bunching, it has clear spots that are meant to be like seams. It looks like a ruched, like form-fitted dress. It's so pretty. So pretty, and I love the gradient colors, and her color change I hope is also cold water. It is. Oh, she does both. Okay, so she is a cold and hot water color changer, it looks like, which is hilarious. So the first two of these dolls that I got were, I got them as PR and I was so excited, and we didn't know a lot of information about the dolls at the time. So I ended up getting Riviera and Harmonique, and I didn't read this first. I opened them and then I immediately went out to a frozen lake to get a shoot because it was supposed to be warm the next day. I did not have a lot of time to be able to do it, and I wanted to do it in a frozen lake. They were both hot water color change dolls. So it didn't work and I was so bummed, but as you can see, this doll does both. I was really hoping for the cold water color change with Riviera and Harmonique, but it's fine. That's just a behind the scenes blunder there. Anyway, Kishiko's outfit is glorious. First of all, I can't get over her earrings, so I'm gonna start there. Look at this. You know what? Hold on. We need to start with her face. So we need to start with her makeup and her hair and everything, and we'll move down. She has very thick, pretty eyebrows with individually painted hairs. I love that. I love that bigger eyebrows are a trend right now because I think they just suit doll faces really well. Dolls tend to have really big eyes, so having big eyebrows just looks really, really good. And look at the sparkles. And the Mermaze dolls have such nice soft makeup, but then it's like really intense when it needs to be, but you can see like the blending of it. I don't know, I just think they're so pretty. So pretty. And her lip color is almost like corally. It has an orange to it. I think it's very pretty, and she has freckles all over her face. And then I specifically love the 3/4 perspective. I love drawing it. I love looking at it. I think it's so pretty. And the Mermaze dolls, like, look at their profile here and the way, like, I don't know, I just think the mold on these dolls, the face sculpt is truly beautiful. I absolutely love it. I can't really check on her hair rooting, but it looks intensely, it looks very, very packed. I just don't want to undo her style because I will never be able to redo it. Love the thatched part line. It's very well done, and God, her hair is so soft and pretty. So it's styled, it's like split dyed, and then it's styled into 2 pigtails, and there is a unicorn horn, or whatever you would call this, right here in the middle. It's twisted up into this style, and I don't know where the rest of the hair goes. Is that just like there? I don't know. Someday I will get another one of these dolls and I can take down her hair, but this one I would like to leave in the style. She has these pigtails that have braids and bubble ponytails. So there's 2 braids on each side with the normal color, I guess, of that side, and then extra colors. So there's a dark pink and a kind of dark blue color. I would love to see a doll with just this dark blue color as her main color. I think it's really pretty. And then we've got 2 bubble ponytails on both sides. Very pretty. I think Kishiko was well planned in terms of these being mermaid dolls because this hair would very much stand the test of time. Let me tell you, Riviera and Harmonique were the 2 that I got from MGA, and I did a lot of underwater photography and filming for them, a lot more than y'all ended up seeing. Unfortunately, a lot of my footage ended up not being salvageable, but their hair was so, it did not last, it did not survive it, and it turns out you're not supposed to swim with those dolls, but I feel like Kishiko you could totally swim with. You just have to take her jewelry off. Her hair would definitely make it, which is very good because I think these dolls are clearly going to be swam with, you know? Not everybody reads the instructions, and even if you read the instructions, I would still be like, well, it's a mermaid doll and I want to play with it underwater, you know, especially as a kid. But making mermaid dolls that are meant to be more of an out-of-water toy is valid. It's just that I feel like people are going to play with them underwater anyway, and this doll is very well prepared for that, I think. Her earrings. Okay, now we can talk about the earrings. We finally did it. Look at them. So there are 2 hoops, but they're on like posts, so they're not hoop earrings. They are just on a standard earring post, and they have these rocks hanging. How cool is this? And you can take them off too, so you can add them to a different earring maybe. And they're made out of a resin with glitter mixed in. They are amazing. They are amazing, and I love that Kishiko has all of this jewelry. My undergraduate degree is in geology, so I always love kind of gemstone detailing on my dolls. And then she has these really, really pretty, all of this seems to be sea glass, little necklace thing with chains and then more hanging jewelry. I love the way they hang. I just think that's so pretty. So pretty, and it adds like so much more dimension than just having it molded right in place. And I'm actually going to take the jewelry off for right now so that we can see all of the other details without them being obscured by the jewelry. But again, I really love these. Oh, we lost one. I really love that the jewelry is, the little rocks, excuse me, are on like little plastic jump rings. I think that's really, really cool. So pretty. Sorry about my nails, I've been struggling with them this week. All right, so then we can look at Kishiko's outfit, which, oh my god, it's amazing. If you know one thing about me, it's that I love a good poofy sleeve, and these sleeves do not disappoint. They are amazing. I believe they're made out of organza, which I think is very impressive that they've managed the stitching detail and they've hemmed this, because if it is organza like I think it is, it's pretty hard to work with. It's this really nice iridescent finish to it, and I love it's tight here and at the wrist, so it creates this big bubble effect, and from packaging it's not fully fluffed out like it will be, but look at that. It's so nice. It's much more accurate to how it's supposed to look on this side. About that, I had to snip the plastic tie so we could take a look at the rest of the outfit. So it's made out of this like vinyl-y, plasticky material that has this really nice holographic, I guess foiling on it. It's really pretty, and it picks up light really well. I really like that material, and I love when they use it, and it blends so seamlessly with the sleeves that are made out of organza. I'm very, very impressed, and I love this, like, I don't know what to call this, like a sock material here. Amazing. This piece is so masterfully designed. I'm blown away. And if we take the jacket off, which is actually quite easy, you don't even have to take the hands off if you do not want to. I forgot to take the stand off there, sorry. Fell over. If you take that off, you can see, so this is the level I would have the doll out, or I would get the doll to if I were to take her swimming. Just have this top on. This top is very well secured. It's got Velcro, it's got straps, like it's probably not going anywhere. So if you have the doll like this, you don't have anything really to lose to fall off of her, but the dolls do actually have painted on tops underneath as well, so at least I'm pretty sure she will. The other ones did. Okay, so this top is really, really cute too. It's a satin material, but it's got these bits of tinsel kind of all over it. It's one of those specialty fabrics you'd find at the fabric store that's like weirdly expensive for what it is. And then it's got this cute little like pleated ruffly trim. It's really cute. And all right, if we take this layer off, okay. Ooh, cute. So yes, she does have painted on top underneath, but it is just like a bandeau, I guess. No straps or anything. It does go all the way around to the back. And then it has a itty bitty little bow there, and there is glitter in the paint, just like with Harmonique and Riviera. Very cute, and I love the mold so much. I can't get over the way that the dolls articulate. It's so spectacular. So cute. And then this again, I need to find my pliers. I moved recently, so, you know, I don't know where those are right now, but I hate this. I hate it. I love that, I know this is random, but these dolls have these cute little dimples, and I love that because I have these, and I feel like I've never really noticed them on dolls before, and they're probably present. It's just, they're really prominent here, and I like it. Anyway, tail is amazing. You already know, it's ruched. It's very much meant to look like fabric, and I think it is just absolutely gorgeous, and it makes Kishiko look even more like a princess. I really love her princessy theme. She's so cute. She's so cute. Okay, so now we have a few things to do. We need to try out the hair gel on my hair. Oh, her bag. A happy little cloud. Yes, okay. We need to try the hair gel out on my hair. And we need to do some color change. We have some warm water and some cold water to do. So I will be right back. I need to go prepare all that. Here I am with my hairs. They're brown, so we're not going to be seeing a whole lot. But anyway, oh, okay. So the applicator is quite different. Let's just take a piece of my hair and just see what we can do. I always hated stuff like this when I was a kid that was like, you can do your hair too, because I had brown hair and hair chalk and stuff, which was a trend when I was little. Never did work. Not when I was little, I was like a teen, but still, I wanted it to work so bad when I was a tween and a teen. I wanted to be able to do hair chalk, and I really couldn't. It never worked on my hair. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Well, the payout is actually pretty good. The smell is not. But this is mainly for the doll. I don't think it's necessarily made for your hair. Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty good color payout, I'd say. We have the blue color showing up. It is just gonna make my hair really sticky. I'm planning to take a shower right after I'm done with this video anyway. It makes my hair very, like, wet and sticky, but hold on, we gotta use the included Mermaze brush. It has put glitter in my hair, and it is cute. Ooh. You know? I like it. I like it. Usually, like, hairstyling products that come with dolls I'm not into, but this is fun. And I just fear that it might stain the dolls over time, but other than that, that's pretty cute. You know, like dolls, when you find them at a thrift store and they came with stuff like this, like old Bratz dolls, it's like all over their face and their clothes and stuff, and the hair is like weird at that point, but it's very cute and it's fun, and dolls are meant to be played with. All right, I'm gonna go prepare the water. One of the biggest things that sucks about moving is when I'm looking for a specific object and I can't find it, I just have to give up and wait until it gets unpacked eventually. Can't find the little basin that my Mermaze PR kit came with, which is what I wanted to use for this color change, but it's okay. I have this. Okay, so first, cold water. You can tell it's cold because there's ice cubes in it. Okay, so both of them should do cold water, and then only Kishiko does the warm water. I believe that's what it was. Let's get a little closer. A little bit closer. Sorry, this is like, I'm not super into color change stuff, but it is still cute and fun, and I want to show it. Okay, so this is what her tail looks like now, and then, ooh, what? Her color change, like, works? Hold on. All the other ones are so subtle. This one is not subtle. I love it. Okay, wait. Well, if they all were this extreme, oh my gosh. Okay, so she has, wow, hers is super, oh, because she also has the warm water. So my skin actually is warm enough. I have very warm hands to take. That's super cool. Hold on. Sorry, Kishiko, I know this is you're just getting like thrown in a cold bath. That is so cool. Okay, and then I also have hot water, but we'll do that in a second, because first let's show what Orra does. So here's Orra. I actually have never seen her color change before. I've never seen any of them except the ones that I've done myself. Let's see it. It's really difficult to get. Oh, by the way, the color change only works on one side, strangely. Ooh, her tail turns like black. I'm just like drowned. Okay. Okay, so, oh, I forgot you could take off the fin. That would have been smarter. Oh, my other ones did not have this extreme of a color change, but I guess that's just those ones specifically. Okay, so hers is pretty impressive, actually. I really like it. All right, so this next one, I boiled the water, and obviously I'm not going to dip the dolls in boiling water. I don't know if that'll affect their color change, so I'm going to dump some of this bag, but we're going to start with some cold water first, and then dump this warm water. I didn't let it fully boil, but still, in here, and it's steaming. So we're going to do this until it's tolerable for my fingers to go in, so let's... I think that's good. It's like a hot bath now. Let's see. Orra doesn't have a hot water color change because I feel like she would, it would hurt her. So I recommend not putting her in because I don't know what it would do to her, her like rubber. Anyway, so this is what happens to Kishiko. I assume it just changes back to the original color. Yeah. So what did it mean? I think it's just saying that's how you make it come back. let's put a little bit more in so we can make it a little bit warmer and see. Ow. Ow. Okay, it's not as bad once you mix it. Let's see. Okay, so it just meant you can change it back, which makes sense. Okay, so that's it for this video. Oh my god. All right, so that's it for this video. I really love Mermaze dolls. I think they have really good potential, and I know a lot of people disagree and really don't like them, but for me, they show so much promise. I just think that hopefully the marketing team figures out what they're doing with them, because I'm not sure if they had decided by the time that they wanted them to release for whatever reason. And I know from working with the release that there was some strangeness. They actually postponed the release by quite a bit. There was just a lot going on behind the scenes, and I don't know very much. I don't know the full extent of it, but I, at least from the marketing side, doing PR for it, got some insight into that. I think that the message of these dolls is a bit confused, and that's what's causing a lot of collectors to turn away. And then, so these dolls to me feel like they are targeted at collectors, similar to Rainbow High. They're extremely high quality. I know they have issues, but that doesn't change the actual material quality of the dolls themselves. They have incredible articulation. The sculpts, everything about them feels more mature, feels like it's targeted at a higher age demographic. But then all of the marketing, all of the, they have that like color change gimmick. They have all of these things that make them seem like they're marketed at a younger demographic, which is totally fine. As a doll collector, I'm perfectly fine if the dolls are marketed as kids. I'm not gonna pretend that dolls aren't for kids. But I don't, oh, and when I say that, I don't mean dolls are only for children. I just mean, like, I understand that that's the primary audience. Since I collect Playline, that's what they're marketed towards, and I'm not, like, bothered by it, is what I'm trying to say there. But I think they have this disconnect where they're marketing these insanely high-quality dolls that maybe kids won't enjoy as much. If I was a kid and I got a mermaid doll that I couldn't put in the water, I would be very freaked out and confused. And they have things, they have really small accessories, some of them. Their hair is harder to take care of, a lot of them. Kishiko is totally fine, but some of the other ones, especially Riviera, like, as I can't imagine a kid being able to work with her hair because of the type of nylon that it is. You can't brush it, but it looks like you can brush it. I don't know. There's so many things that I feel like the design team was on point and did a phenomenal job, but then somewhere along the line, they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do with these dolls. And I hope that they've had time now, because we haven't heard a lot about what's coming next for Mermaze. I hope that they have had time to kind of think about it and rework their strategy a little bit, because these dolls are really cool. These dolls are really cool. Are there things that I think they could do a lot better and things that I wish were not so? Yeah, absolutely. My main thing, though, for these to be perfect for me, perfect, I only have 2 things that they would need to change. I need them to be able to sit. This is the furthest they can sit. I need them to be able to, like, fully sit down, and I don't mind if you have to carve this out more. In fact, I'm planning, if I can get doubles of any of these anytime soon, if I start finding these on clearance, it's over. I'm gonna buy so many of them. I will sculpt this out myself and see if they can sit. And then also, if possible, this rubber tail thing with the knee joint, if they can do those 2 things, these would be one of the greatest doll lines of all time, in my opinion. And I know that's, I specifically really like mermaids and fairies, but most mermaid dolls don't do it for me. There's always something missing that, like, either the play value is weird, the photography value is weird, they don't articulate enough, like, it's hard to do a mermaid doll correctly, and I think Mermaze is so close. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, and I totally understand, and I don't mind. Everybody has different things that they're looking for with dolls, but Mermaze is just so close, and I really hope they can get there. I really hope that these aren't just a random blip on MGA's radar, like a lot of other doll lines have suffered that fate. Novi Stars, for example, was such a good idea, but there was a disconnect somewhere in there that caused them to just not succeed, unfortunately, despite how amazing and interesting and different they were. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'd love to know what you guys think of Mermaze and what they would need to change, if you have anything that you think would make them better for you. But I totally understand if it's just, they do not look good for me. That's totally, I understand. There's lots of dolls. Well, not a whole lot. I feel like I've gotten used to most dolls and I'm happy with all of them now, but when I first started collecting especially, there were certain dolls, Bratz, for example, I actually did not like how they looked when I was younger for some reason. A lot of them. I thought some of them were the most beautiful dolls in the world, but other ones I did not like at all. And I had some that I just didn't really like that much, but now I love, love, love them. But there were some of them, and I was like, I don't want to collect Bratz because I don't like how all of them look, and they just don't do it for me. And the thing that changed that was over time, I started to understand them and appreciate them more. But sometimes there's just certain dolls that do not do it for us, even if they're somebody else's all-time favorite dolls. They just don't do it for us, and there's nothing that can change that, and that's totally fine. Anyway, that's all for this video. I really love these. I understand that they're controversial, but for me, they're absolutely wonderful. I do wish that they could sit down, though. Please. Please, MGA. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Bye!